Hello, this is Catherine from Accelerated Reader. Today, I will be reading When Mommy Got Sick, a bedtime story to help preschoolers find comfort during life's trials. Written by Alma J. Wilson. Before I begin reading, I would like to give a big thanks to the author for sending me this book to read on my channel. In the description below, I have included links where you may find and purchase more books written by Alma J. Wilson. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Jacob knew his mommy loved him because she did everything just right. She poured lots of milk on his Crunchios and cut his grilled cheese sandwich into 4 little squares. At nap time, she wrapped him in his fuzzy blanket and read his favorite story. But one day, something was different. He ran into his parents' room like he always did, ready to start his busy day. But Daddy put a finger to his lips. Shh, don't disturb Mommy. She has a tummy ache and a fever. That made Jacob very sad. He remembered the night he had a tummy ache, and it wasn't fun at all. Jacob reached up to hold his mother's hand. After a little while, the doorbell rang, and Daddy ran to answer it. Who could it be? Auntie Laura! Shouted Jacob, and he rushed over to give her a giant squeeze. Did you come to play with me? Yes, I did, Auntie Laura answered. For a whole week. Yay! Jacob loved it when Auntie Laura came. She said, vroom, vroom, as he pushed his cars across the floor. She made silly animal sounds when she read his books. She ran steamy water into his bath and sang rub-a-dub-dub as she soaped him up. Auntie Laura laid her hand on Mommy's forehead and asked how she was feeling. Mommy smiled weakly and tried to look brave. Silently, Daddy knelt beside the bed. Auntie Laura and Jacob did too. Heavenly Father, Daddy prayed, we love Mommy, and we don't want her to be sick. Please help her feel better. Jacob got a warm feeling inside as he listened to his father's voice. Somehow, he just knew that his mother was going to be okay. Mommy pushed her covers aside. Very slowly, Daddy helped her down the hall and into the front seat of the car. I'm taking Mommy to the doctor, Daddy said. We'll be home soon. Auntie Laura took hold of Jacob's hand and stepped back. They waved as Daddy slammed the door and sped away. All day long, Auntie Laura pretended she was Mommy. She vacuumed the floor and loaded plates and spoons into the dishwasher. She piled clothes into the washing machine and scrubbed the toilet. Jacob tried to be happy and help Auntie Laura, but it was hard. He was worried about his mother. When would she get better and come home? At last, Jacob heard a car in the driveway and he rushed to the back door. Mommy was home. He helped Daddy walk her to the bedroom and tuck her into bed. Then he stood on his tippy toes and kissed her on the cheek. Mommy's eyelids drooped as she spoke to Jacob. Has Auntie Laura taken good care of my favorite little boy? Jacob glanced over and grinned. He was glad that Auntie Laura had come to stay with him. Even though he had been worried, he did have fun helping out around the house. But even better, Mommy was home and she was going to be just fine. Daddy bent to tuck the covers around Mommy's chin. Then he fluffed her pillow. Auntie Laura filled a glass with cool water. As Mommy dozed off, Jacob felt all warm inside. Daddy always worked so hard to make sure everything was just right. Mommy did too. Even though she had been sick, Jacob knew he loved her more than anything in the whole wide world. And Auntie Laura was his best friend. Life was very good. Jacob knew he belonged to a wonderful family who loved each other very much. The end. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.